Let's see. Let's see. So much easier to see all the colors during the day. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the... The rails used to be filled with chugs packed tight with two-leggeds, like guppos in a tin. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. Tribe's always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to fishing instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Bad. The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world... I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know it carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over the years since it claimed revenge on your parents. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have... He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but
Take that light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything.
Just remember, you can always find light in the dark.
Dark! When you already know you're right.
Sad to see the Tree of Life is going to die and take everything with it, but it's not like he didn't expect it. Understands why you're bent on finishing the world off. Supposes it's a mercy to make it faster. Wonders if you liked working with the Jagni. They always hunker down in their homes, gathering their things around them. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mecton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. It's deprived of oxygen, making it next to impossible for anything but creatures that were most contorted by the contamination. The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take... That's the leftover you're looking for. Hard to believe this is all here. Don't look down. I don't think you could make a home here. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every... Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep... Go stretch those clonky Mekton legs. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Out there with the monsters, it's kill or be killed, which... You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Worries that when the world dies, there won't be any monsters left. What will... Approves of you working with the Jagni. They have the hunting spirits of a flock of hawks. Mostly they don't have... But enough of... He's not... Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea of... There's no better place to start than a scrip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Better get a move on if you want to change things. Uppity up up. Moog says you should go hunt for... Wait, it's the Scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Some things will sleep soon. Others are waking up. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Not getting away this time. Much harder to see outside now. That's the good stuff. Two fists of slice up. Feels lonely here. Even the air is gone. Nothing beats your own 2 feet. Moog asks if you know the first rule of monster haunting. Few monsters. Start with one monster and take it from there. Spot its tracks and report back. Also, bring back any poo you find. His friend Boom says as long...
Nothing shines like the dark. Oh, no, wait. Oh, well, you know.
Just when you think there's no hope, hope comes along, shining like a brand new day.
Next time, go with your gut.
Be careful not to trip. Good morning to you. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's Gizmo's made vehicles before. It's time to put a stop. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you're welcome. Let's see. Grab tight and don't let go. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. It's a ride, not a friend, right? A shopperia. Maybe there's something still inside. come in handy. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery. When day...
Papa Zulu.
This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this...
Bam! The dark wins again.
You're always going to stumble with...
Don't doubt the dark.
It's okay if I curse the dark just this once.
I'm just glad to be...
Seems that the knobs need to be aligned so the device can load its program. You need to align the knobs so that they match. This might be the end of everything as we know it. That ruin could still be something in it. You need to give the tensioners on the machine head a matching adjustment to get the twing-twang in tune. That sounds delicious. You're full of pluck. If a story is about you, care for it. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you is sad.
Now you're getting into the dark groove.
That's not a groove, it's a rut.
And what's wrong?
Groove?
Escape it!
careful out there in the wet. Find us a sunset to ride into. This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. Starting to add up. You need to show your mount who's boss.
Ja,
Moog says he's found keys in Fluffdung before, and always wondered what they'd unlock. Discover the rest and you'll find more keys. There's plenty of poo to go around.
Ja.
Moog says you did good on that last monster. It's not too far,
Bestilka.
but that's no reason to waste time.
Jamakuda Horedatunka.
If you keep at the haunt, you'll round them all.
That's so bright!
Right.
You'd read.
As long as it ruins your day.
Ha!
Uvukshu iskualihan yoshkaba.
Moog appreciates your company.
Uvukshu iskualihan yoshkaba.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows. Thinks you shouldn't be out in the day when everyone can see you. Has plenty to do, so no one.
Some.
Moog appreciates your company.
Vax sem
Moog
mich.
has plenty. The yerp fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true. Fate is funny that way, but it won't always make you laugh. Sometimes your mind creates an illusion where it's possible to go back in time, to relive a moment in your life. We all have things in our past we wish hadn't happened, and can come to remember seeing and doing things that never happened. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. Choose the automaton functionality you want to recall. I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders. Nice and clear out today. It's a cold zone. Even a thick coat of fur is enough to keep you warm here. That's more like it. Looks good. This is a spark plant, a place where they make the zap sparks for your go juice needs. Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus.